it's like, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
The song of the three holy children, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, man. Hey, when they were cast into the burning furnace, what happened? The Lord stood up for them, man, because they remained faithful. Hey, the Maccabees brothers. Hey, it's so many different accounts of the Lord basically standing up and sealing the faith of the men to make them to basically glorify Himself, man.
And you said the key word, faith. Faith is what activates that power.
Kind, bro.
That's where our protection and everything comes from. Our confidence and trust in our source.
Kind.
The Most High does not want you to tune Him out, man. And He wants you, hey, I'm your Father, use me. I'm your source. You can fuck these nations up as long as you trust in me. I'm there. I'm in your presence, man. You know?
But we also gotta have the works. What are those works? The righteous acts. We gotta have that also. He don't want to listen to somebody that ain't doing what He wants us to do, because those are meant to do us good. The law, statutes, commandments are meant to do us good. I got something too.
Finish it. It says, and now to expect the victory, which the word expect is hope. Now to expect the victory and aid which should come unto them from the Almighty.
Expect what? Expect the kingdom to be established upon earth, man.
Through you.
Expect you to for your body to be changed in a twinkling of an eye, man. Expect for your stony heart to be changed into a heart of flesh. All the promise. Hey, the scriptures say the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love, man. Hey, and faith is entwined in between that, man. Go ahead, BT.
Isaiah 41 and 13 to 15. For I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee.
Now he said hold your hand, right? That's like a comforting thing. Somebody holding your hand is leading you and guiding you. Most High leads us and guides us, and then he said what? He gonna fight for us and defend us.
Saith the Lord and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff.
We'll run through these governments as well, man. We gonna run. The Most High is gonna make us run through all the enemies of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay? We're gonna run through all the enemies.
He said, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
Yep.
You know, right now we're weak and feeble. We're in these weak ass bodies. You know, we get sick. We lose our breath. You know, sometimes for brothers,
we break bones.
You might need to sit your ass down after a couple of reps and shit, man. You know, you run a few laps and you need some water. You need to sit your ass down. We ain't in a position in these bodies to take it there on a physical level. That's why this battle right now is a spiritual battle. The weapons of our warfare is not carnal, but spiritual.
And the scriptures called us worms, man. Hey, worms' only natural defense is to do what? It's to dig deeper within the ground. Hey, which means what? Our only natural defense is to call more and believe more and have more faith in the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
Because hey, the worm's defense is his foundation. And our defense is our foundation, being Yahweh Shai, man. It's the same thing. Was it more on that, bro?
Yeah, because Sirach chapter 2, verse 10, it says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord Yahweh and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
God, and what's that? That's called like a rhetorical question. You know, the question is already answered. None that put their trust in the Most High were confounded, man. None. Hey, because when you have the full faith and assurance of hope, what happens? The Most High fights for you, man. Hey, the Ezekiel 9 and 4, the men that have the mark of exemption. The Lord is gonna watch out for those men. Hey, can we grab Job 5 and just 19 and 20? Go ahead. If my brother got a free, you can let it off right now.
Lamentations chapter 3, verse 25 and 26. The Lord is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him.
Yep.
It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord.
Yep. God, hope. That's the key. Faith and hope. Hey, because what the scripture say, it says hope deferred maketh the heart sick, man. You know? So us knowing that the kingdom is coming, we're just waiting for it to physically manifest. Hey, that's what our hope is. Our hope is in.
And then your patience.
Possessing your soul.
So-
Exactly.
So you gotta wait. Job, right?
Yeah,
Job 5, straight to 19.
Yeah, 19.
Job 5, verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
Yep.
Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Yep. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Yeah. If thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
God. And the Most High ain't about to defend no niggas, man. He's gonna let you get the scourges for a minute, man. He's gonna allow niggas, and he's gonna kill off niggas in these days, man. But as for the men of the Lord, he's gonna watch over. Like it reminds me of the scene in the Hunger Games. Hey, if brother seen the movie, it was a part where Katniss got injured and her leg was hurt. You know, but the tributes, basically the people that were higher up in the society or whatever, they basically had a certain amount of money that they could pay for in order to give gifts or ointments or bombs into people that have been in fights. But what happened? She was just on a tree limb and she was just chilling. Hey, but she felt it like, dang, like she knew she needed some help. But what happened? Hey, I forgot the man's name, but whoever was the top of her society, he ended up sending the bomb down to her, man. Send him. Ended up bringing the bomb down to her. What happened? She was able to heal herself. Hey, but that's because reverting it back to us. That's because the faith was strong and the Most High knew that you was gonna stand strong for him. So what did he do? He sent you a bone. He allowed you to get something that he knew you needed because your faith was strong enough. Because you didn't wear it. Terry Salaki. Is it more than that?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Job, back in Job, verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
Yep.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Yeah, that was it.
Right.
Yeah, there is more.
If I may say, because you made the statement, you said the angels are not going to defend no niggas.
Right.
So that means that when all hell breaks loose, when Jacob's trouble finally hits, a lot of niggas going to be giving up to the trouble and they're going to succumb to the judgment because they don't fear the Most High. That's why it says in Psalms, was that the 34th chapter, the angels encamp about around those that fear the Lord.
Yep.
2/3 of our people don't fear him. That's why the Lord's going to kill him.
Yep.
You know, the men who fear the Lord, they're the ones that's going to be protected, man.
That's right, bro.
Yep.
Joshua chapter 1 verse 5 and 6, it says, there shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee nor forsake thee. Be strong and of a good courage, for unto this people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land which I swear unto your fathers to give them. Yep. So I was particularly talking about the land of Canaan, but he's going to do that again. If he's done it before, history repeats itself. He's going to do it again.
Yep. Meaning we ain't going to literally go back and start killing off Canaanites.
Right.
You know, basically we're gonna get the victory, man. We're gonna overcome the devil by the word, man. By our faith. You know? We're gonna overcome through the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. You know? That's what it means to overcome, to get the victory over, man. We're gonna win this thing, man.
You gotta know, believe, have faith in that, man. An expectation in that, hope in that.
Isaiah chapter 12 and verse 1. And in that day thou shalt say, O Lord, I will praise thee. Though thou was angry with me, though thou was angry with me, thine anger is turned away, and thou comfortest me.
Yeah, when he was angry with us, he allowed the heathen to run through us. But now that he turned it back, he's gonna start to defend us again.
Come on.
Yeah.
Behold, Yahweh Shin Yahushua is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. For the Lord Yahweh Shin Yahushua is my strength and my song. He also has become my salvation.
It's what we're saved by. Not by the might of the sword, not by the might of our muscles, or by the multitude of men, or any of that. By the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Come.
Okay? Faith and belief and works in that.
He don't need us to do no carnal stuff.
Yeah, he got that.
He got that. He have one angel could destroy the whole world.
Right.
So we don't need us to do no carnal stuff.
Right. And the scriptures and the accounts written within the scriptures show you that the Most High just works with men. It doesn't matter their size. It doesn't matter their height. You know, all of that means nothing to the Most High. It's about what's in you, man. How strong is your faith? You know, how hard do you believe for the words? How hard do you believe in the Most High, man? That's all it's about. And as the brother said, faith and works and all of that included, you know?
Yeah, and that's what, just knowing that, that's how you know that if you out there, you one of those type of dudes who's trying to, put the notion out there for Israel to, start mounting up and practicing at gun ranges, to get weapons, guns and ammunition and shit like that. You really showing that you really don't have the faith, man. Because the power of the Lord is not going to lie within a damn revolver or a pistol, man.
Bro, it's like the same thing with the people thinking y'all gonna buy plane tickets and leave the country. Yeah. Hey, that's showing you have little faith, man. Basically by you doing that, you're telling
you can save yourself.
Yeah, and you're saying, oh, the Lord ain't strong enough to deliver you out of the place where you held captive. You saying you gotta be able to move to a different country in order for the Lord to save you. That's ridiculous, man.
Go ahead.
You forgot he omnipotent? Hey, all powerful, all knowing, all seeing? Come on now. That shows you have no faith, man. And it shows you're scared. Hey, we the only one we're supposed to fear is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, man. You know, that's it. Hey, he said he did not give us the spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. Man, we know that all hell's about to break loose. We know it's about to be craziness within the streets. Hey, but there's nothing we can do except remain faithful to the Most High and go through it, man. Suck it up.
Hey, you lose on every other level except having faith and belief and practicing the works of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. There's no other way to get around that.
There's Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 34 and 16. It says, for the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him. He is their mighty protection and a strong stay, a defense from heat, a cover from the sun at noon, a preservation from stumbling, and a help from falling. He raiseth up the soul and lighteth the eyes, and he giveth health, life, and blessing. So hey, he's our protection. He's our help. He's our strength, man. Hey, through Yahweh Shai, it's through Yahweh Shai that we're strengthened, man. All right. So hey, we got a level of spiritual power, man, because we got the name with faith. All you need is the names, and you need faith. Those are the main ingredients, and you'll see the power, man. You'll see the power, man. Okay. The name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and in your faith, and you wholeheartedly believe it after you didn't use those names, just watch the power manifest.
I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see the name work. I didn't see men use it in work. I didn't use it in his work. And I don't mean it like a genie or like a magic wand or nothing like that. I mean like the real power in it. And you got to know that I didn't deserve. You can't ask for to be delivered from something that you deserve to be in the midst of, okay? Right. But if you're doing the right thing and bad thing happens, hey, you can call on him, man. If you got the works if you got the money, the spiritual bank account to pay for it. Right. To say it in that form.
That's right. And don't get it twisted. If you're a wicked nigga and you try to use the name of the Lord, it's gonna be like he ain't even hearing you. I didn't hear you. Who said something?
I didn't recognize that.
I didn't hear it.
How'd you get in here? How'd you get in here with those garments? With the filthy garments, man? We're all clean in here.
balloon or something.
16?
This is Psalms chapter 55 and verse 16. As for me, I will call upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the Lord shall save me.
Keep going.
Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice.
Kind. The Most High hears the voice of the men that been doing the work and remaining faithful to him, man. Like she's gonna die, man. She's gonna die, bro. You know, cause she don't even know what she's talking about. You know? Hey, another thing, the Most High isn't dealing with sideline Israelites, man. That's not gonna. Hey, like the brother just said, it's gonna be men that call upon the Lord in that day, and the Lord isn't gonna deliver them. He's not gonna help them. Hey, what have you done for me? The Lord's gonna say, what have you done for me lately?
Depart from me.
Yeah, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I never knew thee. Hey, because you weren't out here doing His will, man. You were just behind the keyboard. You know, you were talking shit on the live streams. You know, so what? So you gonna receive the drum, right?
Yeah, ain't no balloon.
Yeah, I see it now. It moved too precisely. The wind blowing too much for it to be right here.
And the wind's actually blowing south.
And it went against it, right?
It's going, yeah.
And you see the flash, right? Yeah, that's a drone.
He started taking pictures of us.
Fuck it, take it. See, why you take a picture for? They got YouTube stream. Shit.
You're live right now.
Man, we've been wanting you to roll up, man. Like, we waiting. The prophets are waiting on you, devils, man. You already. That's why y'all hesitant.
Just like
y'all hesitant,
just
man.
like Iran waiting on you.
Yeah.
The prophets are waiting on you.
Yeah.
Because the moment you do both of those things, the Lord is gonna step in, and you lose.
Yeah, man. It's on you to make the move now, man.
Yeah, it falls in your court.
The Lord is making His moves, and He's setting your ass up. Scary ass.
Psalm 34, verses 15. It says, Psalm 34:15, the eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and His ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit.
Humble spirits, man. The Most High is going to watch over those that are of humble spirit, you know, that are doing His will, that are following the laws, the commandments to the best of their ability, you know, that put on the new man and cast the old man off. That's who the Most High, whom we love, man. You know, and He's going to watch over those men in all instances. Yeah, we might get touched by a couple things. Even in our daily lives now, we go through stuff. Hey, but we still hold our faith fast, man. You know, we still hold on to what we believe in. Hey, ain't no man on this earth gonna just not go through nothing, man. You know.
It's like if you're of the elect and not chosen to be a martyr, yeah, you can injure the elect, but guess what? That only furthers the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because He'll have another man of the elect to heal that man, or their family, or whatever the case may be.
Or you gonna be one of those men that get raised up.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a part of the resurrection, man.
Yep.
And those men, the martyrs, man, you're gonna have a hell of a legacy in the kingdom, man.
Right.
Man.
You're gonna be one of the honorable brothers that everybody read about, you know, when we have our feast days and stuff, man. Or when you give we tutoring our sons and daughters, hey, they're gonna read about you, man.
Right.
Yeah,
So that's an honorable thing, man, to go out for the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man.
Right.
Okay. Love.
Verse 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth his bones, not one of them is broken.
Hey, what is the bones. That's the Lord's chosen, the elect. Those men are not going to be broken. When you read Isaiah, the 8th chapter, it talks about how the Lord shall be as a rock of offense to the nation of Israel. But he says many shall be broken and taken and snared. That's the 2/3 of Israel.
Yep.
The elect, they're not going to be broken, meaning you ain't going to be able to penetrate their faith and their obedience, man.
That's right.
Like it says in Romans, the 8th chapter, Romans 8 and I think it's like 33. Who shall lay charge to his elect, man? You know, who shall separate me from the love of Mashiach, man? You know, show tribulation, show hunger.
I got
You know,
I'm right there, bro.
they can't be broken. Yeah, get it.
This is Romans 9 and 33. Who shall lay anything to the charge of Yahweh?
8 or 9?
Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect?
Why? Because in the eyes of the Lord, they're without fault. They're without guile before the throne, man. The Lord doesn't impute to them sin, even though in the flesh they do sin. Okay? There's no condemnation to those that are in Yahweh Shai, man. So no matter what you do in the earth, whatever wiles of the devil, whatever tricks, whatever methods, okay, whatever witchcraft, whatever deception that you can come with, you cannot break the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Or the Lord chosen them from the before the foundation of the world, man. Those are a special group of men. All right, go ahead,
Is it the Most High that, it's like, it is Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai that justify it?
They're the ones that's going to be justified. They're going to be found innocent, without blame. Okay, without blame, man. Okay, without spot. Why? Because they're cleansed up under the blood of Yahushai, man. Okay, was that John the 10th chapter? You know, basically they're in His hands, and no man is able to pluck them out of His hand. Go ahead,
Kindness 34. Who is he that condemneth? It is Yahweh Shai that died, yea rather, that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of Yahweh, who also make intercession for us.
For who? For the elect. That's why there is no condemnation to them. That's why you can't lay charge to them. Because Yahweh Shai is already praying to the Father on their behalf. He makes intercession for His elect, man. He even made that prayer before He even left. When in John the 17th chapter, man, I pray for them, I pray not for the world.
Right.
But for they that thou hast given me, for they are thine. I pray this that you should not take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from evil, man. You know? And that's why it says in 1 Corinthians 10, there's no temptation that was that 1 Corinthians the 10th chapter and 13th verse. You know, that He maketh a way for you to escape, that you may be able to bear it, man. There's no temptation that have taken you, man.
1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
Yep.
But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will, with the temptation, also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it.
So the Most High is gonna make it to where you're just gonna be navigating through the different perils, the obstacles, you know, temptations, you know, enticement to go off.
The Most High never put you in a situation that you can't handle.
Exactly, man. Okay. Go back to Romans 8.
Romans 8 and 34, it's like 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness?
Hey, basically, the cares of this life is not going to affect the elect in no form or fashion. This world, all the current anxieties of this world, it has no bearing on the Lord's elect. Because all they're going to do is cast their burdens to the Heavenly Father, man, through Yahweh Shai. Whatever brothers are going through, man. You might be going through things internally, you know, you're dealing with demons. Hey, you gonna get over that too. You gonna conquer those demons, man. If you have the faith. You're going through financial woes. You still getting fed, right?
Yep.
You still living under a roof, right? You still got a car, right? You still can get the cap, don't you? You still can make a video on your smartphone, right? You good.
Yep.
Just maintain your faith, man. Do what's pleasing in the sight of the Heavenly Father by Hashem Yahushai.
That's right, bro.
Keep going, bro.
Kindness 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Yahushai? Shall tribulation or distress?
Should any of these things break the elect? You know?
Or persecution?
Persecution?
Or famine?
Famine?
Or nakedness?
Nakedness?
Or peril?
Dangers?
Or sword?
Esau, bitch ass?
As it is written, for thy sake, we are killed all day long.
Hey, all the day long, man. We slandered. Hey, we in the land of the valley of the shadow of death. All right, we know what we're in for in this wicked ass world, man.
This place.
Yeah,
They said we die. We take L's all day.
we take it all day, man. We're faced with death every day, man. From when we drink, when we eat, when we step outside of our door, man. You don't know what's gonna happen. That's why the scriptures even say, boast not of tomorrow, man. You say, Lord's will, you know, we do this and we do that,
Right.
man. You know? Because our life is as a vapor, man. We're just vessels of the Most High, man. You know? You might not know what lot you might be. But either way, while you're here, you should know what your purpose is. And you should be trying to fulfill that to the best of your ability, man. So, hey, Yahushai's bones shall not be broken, man. That's the Lord's elect, man. And if it even be possible that they should deceive the very elect, you can't do it, man. These strange women, which is these wicked, wayward philosophies out there, none of that is getting through to the men of the Lord, man. They're virgins, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is 38, 36. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
Hey, we bear those marks and piercings of Yahushai through the afflictions, man.
Yep.
You got to go through it. Hey, the servant is not greater than his master, man.
Yep.
Yahushai was ridiculed. He was slandered. They lied against. They bear false witness against him. Hey, we got to bear that too. If you proclaim in the name of Yahushai, you got to go through what he went through, man. You know? Hey, brothers getting called bums and pedophiles and rapists and all the shit that you know you're not. Hey, don't trip off of that shit, man. Don't let that get to you, man. You know? We already know what the scriptures say. Hey, every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account in the day of the Lord, man. So we ain't worrying about them.
Yep.
We understand that our Lord had to. Hey, they didn't have nothing on Yahushua. So them niggas had to have a huddle and come up with some shit to pin upon our Lord, man.
Same thing with us. They're gonna call us terrorists.
Yeah.
Of course, they already calling us rapists.
Right.
Anything they can come up with, they're gonna call the men of the Lord.
Pontius Pilate, he might. He
Right.
said, I see no fault. He didn't even want to deal with it.
Right.
It was you niggas, man.
You niggas.
Yeah.
And that's how we know that it's gonna be mainly you wicked Israelites that's gonna cause this whole insurrection with Esau coming down upon us, man.
Yep.
We already see how some of you niggas are when you leave Great Millstone. All of a sudden the enemy, y'all good, y'all can conversate and rub elbows and shit, man. You know, giving vocab in them all the ammunition and, you know, talking to, you know, ain't even defending your position. This guy's coming against all of Israel. And you want to sit there and conversate with this devil, man? Ain't nothing to talk about.
Debate.
And then spied out our liberty, man. Now you want to give all that we got the graciousness from Yahweh Shema. So you want to give that to them for them to use against us.
Yeah. And you the worst kind of niggas, man.
Right.
Y'all the worst kind of niggas, man. You gonna have the worst legacy in the kingdom, man. That's why you gonna That's why you're gonna be dwelling in everlasting shame, man. Yep.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 13. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings,
Yep.
that when he is glorified, when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. And if ye be reproached for the name of Yahweh Mashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified.
That's right. He's glorified through you, through your sufferings, man. You know, because majority of Israel, they're gonna show in some way, shape, or form that they hate the Messiah, man. And it's in little subtle ways that you can see it. When they get offended at certain things we bring out in the scriptures, they're showing you that their spirit don't bear witness, man. They're enemies of the cross. You know?
Luke chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake.
Yeah. That's why you got different guys, you know, making videos, making threats about other, you know, brothers and elders, you know, threatening to get carnal with brothers, man. You know, we have to bear that, man. We gotta, you know, brothers, you know, gotta get ridiculed and, you know, who's that? A few years back when you had dudes calling brothers jobs, trying to get them fired, get their businesses shut down. That's part of the afflictions, man. You know, it's many other things. You know, scoffing, making all type of ghost accounts on YouTube so you can, you know, use all 50 of your channels to thumbs our videos down and talk shit on the comment board, man.
Yeah. Report our videos as
flagging them.
Yeah, flagging them. Yeah.
You know. And we take that, man. That ain't nothing. But you see that we still making progress through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right.
More brothers are waking up.
Spiritual progress.
Yeah. You know, more camps are popping up. Worldwide, man. Okay. Obviously, there's power in what we're doing, man. And we have the elder apostles who showed us the ultimate example, man.
Right. You want to have more or no?
That was it?
Yeah, I got the same account, but it's written a different way. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
Yep.
Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets that were before you. Another one I got is let me jump to this one. No, I read that one. This is Acts chapter 5, verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Most High. He said he will fight for us, right? Well, you ain't fighting against us mortal men, you're fighting against the living power.
That's right.
It says, and
Got a question.
Well, first, before you ask your question, we don't want that cigarette smoke up here. We don't smoke.
I do.
Okay, well, you ain't got a question
answer
for us
questions.
then. You ain't got a question for us then.
Must not be important.
Don't be disrespectful.
I'm not. You were.
No, you're being
Trying
disrespectful.
to kill
You
us.
judge
Hey,
me.
you trying to kill us.
I didn't judge you. I
You
told
trying
you
to kill
we
us.
can't
That's a fact.
we can't answer your question
No,
if you
not
got that
do.
cigarette in your
Kill me.
face.
That's what you're trying to do with
Word
that.
said
You're trying to kill us with that.
All right,
Kill us
Esau.
with that.
All right, man. All right, man. You good, man. Go and enjoy
You
your
can't put
day.
the cigarette
Go
down for
enjoy
a
your
few
day,
minutes,
man.
ask a question.
Continue to kill yourself. Continue to kill yourself. Go ahead, bro.
I love them all.
Go ahead,
It
Al.
says, but if
That is not love.
it be of the Most High,
That
you
was
cannot
not
overthrow
love.
it, lest haply he be found even to fight against the
And
Most
their
High.
hatred
And to
of
him
failure
they agreed. And when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahweh Shai and let them go.
And this was the apostles who was getting persecuted by their own. These wicked ass chief priests. You know? Because they didn't believe on Yahweh Shai, man.
Because the chief priest didn't.
Yeah.
Or some didn't believe in the resurrection. The Sadducees didn't believe in the resurrection. Right? It says, and they departed from. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name.
Yep.
And daily in the temple and in every house they ceased not to teach and preach Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
There was nothing that you could do to break them. They
Yeah.
were still going to continue to go out there and teach, man.
Yeah.
You could smack them, you could, jump them, do what you want. They're going to be right back out there edifying, man. Teaching the gospel of Yahweh Shai.
When they got out, they went right back.
They got out and went right back out and did what they had to do, man. You know, like if we was in the ancient world, these same niggas that try to come against us about teaching Yahweh Shai, saying, we don't believe in Yahweh Shai is an idol, or the New Testament is not, they don't believe in the New Testament. Those same kind of niggas, they be the ones that be giving us hell, just like they did the apostles, man. That was what they was doing. They was basically thinking, they was acting like Yahweh Shai was some idol that Jake was trying to make, that the apostles trying to bring Jake unto idols, man. You know, that's how they was treating him. You know, that was it. Go ahead.
But it's back in Romans 9 and 37. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach our Lord.
So, hey, you can torment them, you can do whatever you want to those men. You won't break them, man. Okay, like how the Most High did Job. Job never, he never crumbled, man. He never crumbled. Man. He never folded, man. And he went through it, man. Okay, well that's the Lord's elect. All right, the Lord puts his men through the fire, and they found like finding to precious gold, man. You know. So hey, that's what, like going back to Psalms 34 where it says, and his bones are not broken. That's how you know that's talking about his elect, man. And when you go back to the Passover, it's a reason why after you sacrifice the lamb, you're not to break the bones. You just throw it in you burn them, man. Which ultimately the lamb being Yahweh Shai, man.
Like they didn't break Yahweh Shai's legs.
Hey, they didn't. Hey, it was John? Was it John? I think it might have been John 19. They never broke his legs. I think it's in John, like around maybe 30 something. John 19 and 30 something.
36?
Yeah.
Want me to get that?
Yeah, you could get it.
This is all John 19 and 36. For these things were done, that the scripture shall be fulfilled. A bone of him shall not be broken.
Read up a few verses. Read up to jump up to 31.
John 19 and 31. The Jews therefore, because it was preparation that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Sabbath day, for the Sabbath day was an high day. Besought Pilate that their legs might be broken, and that they might be taken away. Then came the soldiers, and brake the legs of the first, and of the other which was crucified with him.
which was those two malefactors that he was crucified with. And they were criminals. So the Lord was being crucified between two criminals, man.
Yeah.
And
But
remember
one-
they took one
Two
down.
real criminals.
Right.
Yeah, they
Two
took one
actual
down.
criminals.
Barabbas, they took him down. For, they let him go.
They released him for Yahweh Shai.
An
You know?
innocent man to go.
But one of those malefactors, he exhibited
Yeah,
faith
yeah.
at the last minute.
Repentance too.
Yeah, and the Lord granted him that paradise, man. Meaning he's gonna be washed within the regeneration. Just like that, man.
They know that shows you that in the last days, there's gonna be brothers that's gonna come in at the last minute and be saved.
And that's the parable of talking about
The penny.
the penny.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Verse 33, for when they came to Yahushua and saw that he was dead already, they break not his legs.
That happened through the Spirit, man. They didn't break his legs. So that was the fulfillment of what King David prophesied of in Psalms the 34th chapter, man. All right. And for you naysayers against Yahweh Shai, what was King David talking about, man?
You New Testament, Old Testament only.
Psalms 34:20.
It got to come out again. That's the Spirit.
He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken.
Who was he talking about right there, man? Who? Y'all need to be specific with who King David was talking about right there, man. You know, King David, we didn't hear about his bones being broken on nothing.
Nope.
He died peacefully and was buried in his sepulcher, man. Same thing with Solomon. Okay, so who is that talking about? It's not no angel. The angels, they don't
Don't do that.
that don't happen to them. So y'all need to explain that, man. All right, that was it, right?
This is Philippians 3 and 7. It's like Philippians 3 and 6. Concerning zeal, persecuting the church, touching the righteousness which is in the law, blameless. But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Yahweh Shai. Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahweh Shai.
Man, so
Right.
basically, if you got that mentality, that hey, in this life, I ain't got shit to lose. I count all this shit nothing to me. I'm only trying to gain Yahweh Shai, man. You can't go wrong with that, man. It's gonna be hard to pierce through his faith. Okay? You can't get him with women. You can't get him with money. You can't get him to sell out. You can't get him with threats. You know? And that's those that receive the seed upon that great foundation. Because all the other men, the ones who fell by wayside, they fell upon the stony places, they fell upon the thorns. All those things could take them out real quickly, man. The cares of this life, people looking at you, seeing you in a hostile light. They got evil things to say about you, and you care about what people think about you, man.
Yeah.
You care about what people say when they see you standing out there looking awkward because you got on ancient attire, And that's simple shit, man. Something that's simple. If that's what gets you to stop serving the Lord, man.
To live a life. Well, I can't even say live, but to go through life with what you're in, knowing that you're in is going to lead to death.
Yeah.
It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
This
man.
is way more worth it. Hey, what did it say? The brother read it in Luke and I read it in Matthew. And you read that whole chapter, man, persecution and all that, none of that matters, man. Slanders and all that. We endure all that stuff that we may win Yahweh Shai.
That's right, man. Is there more?
It reads, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Yahushai, the righteousness which is of faith, the righteousness which is of Yahweh by faith, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his sufferings, being made comfortable unto his death, if by any means I might attain unto the resurrection of the dead, not as though I had already attained, either were already perfect, but I follow after, if that it may apprehend that for which also I am apprehended of Yahushai. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
Hey. Yo. All that shit in the past, you just leave it in the past, man.
Hey, but the old man, leave that with the old man.
Yep.
Leave the old man, or even whatever worldly successful accomplishments that you may have attained in life. You push all that shit to the back, man. It don't mean, this degree don't mean shit to me, man. That record deal that I could have got, man, fuck all that shit, man. It's all vanity. All this shit about to go up in smoke, man.
Yeah.
You know, this house I got, or whatever the fuck, man. You know? You looking forward, man. You looking towards a world where there's no pollution. There's you living forever and ever. You know?
We look for a new
quality,
heaven, new earth, where
a new heavens and a new earth, man. Okay, that's what we look forward to, man.
Come, bro.
Okay, ruling over our oppressors, our enemies, man. Okay, you really don't even get to enjoy shit in this world, man. Everything that you really have, you don't even, it really don't belong. You don't really own it, man. Your home, yeah, your house, your vehicles, your children. If you got a woman, hey, many men had that.
Yeah.
The first man she laid with owns that.
Con.
And she's still a demon.
Yeah, man. So what really do we have in this world besides Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, and the brotherhood? This right here, and the brothers all around the world, that's the kingdom of heaven right there, man.
That's right.
That's the kingdom of heaven, man.
Hey, it said this spiritually, because there will be a carnal, physical kingdom of manifestation of the kingdom of heaven also. And these weak ass bodies won't be there, man. We gonna have bodies fit for a king and a priest, man. Fit for a heavenly works, man.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Fit to maintain the powers that we're gonna have, you know? Spiritual, mental, all of that.
Let us but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh and Yahushai.
Hey, that's you what? You striving for the mastery, man. All right? You running that race so that you may what? Obtain that prize, man.
Yep.
So that means what? We gotta walk with the power, man. Okay? We gotta move forward, man. You gotta keep your eyes single. Stay focused, man. Don't veer to the left or to the right. Don't let none of this shit pull you away from that finish mark, man. It's demons, it's temptations on both sides trying to basically lead you off of the pathway, man. You know? Straight up, man.